Okay, that should all be working. Not sure if it is. Maybe it is, who knows. But I see people in the chat, not sure if they come from my server or... Okay. Hi, how's it going? It's been a while, I guess. Mania needs more levels. 12 stages is too little in modern days. I think it's a fine length. Like, if you really know what you're doing and you go for the emeralds and everything, you get about a good 2.5 to 3 hour game. I think it's fine, especially with all the unlockables. Like, you're getting a pretty good deal out of it for like a $20 game. I know there are games that could probably give you more than that, but still, like, you know, it's not like you're getting ripped off or anything. It's not like it's, what's it called? The Order 1887 or 6 or something like that, where I think it was like 9 hours of gameplay for a $60 game. But this one, it's like you have different playable characters, you have different modes, you have mini games, so there's a lot of stuff. I had to turn on a light. It's getting pretty dark in this room. I'm not using my webcam. I don't really feel like it. Your Sonic Mania copy was less than $20. So was mine. I think everything except for my Switch copy, I bought it $15, I think. Or maybe it was $20, I don't know. So yeah. I'm just going to be playing Sonic Mania today. Don't really feel like doing anything else, so I'm just going to go with the Sonic only. Oh, I wanted to figure out something. Is there a way to, like, completely delete your save file? Oh, I did do that. Okay. I didn't know I did that. That's a flex. Oh, yeah, data. Okay, well, good to know. Maybe one day I'll do a 100% completion stream. I don't know. Fix the mod loader so I can play mods now. That's awesome. Good to know. I gotta zoom in a little bit. Sorry if this is taking longer than target, but Vision ain't what it used to be, actually. Perfect. Alright, cool. I'm going no save just because played this game a bunch of times. I could do this all in one go. Why not? Your iPad's at 5%. Oof. That's a rough one. Carter Skates. I believe that's how you say it. Welcome. I don't know what that game is. Friday Night Funkin'? I don't know what that is. I've seen that name a couple times, but I really don't know. Michael Jackson the Hedgehog. That's a pretty interesting username. What's up? What's up, Chad? How's it going? Classic cutscene? It's not even that far into the game. I legitimately have not played this game since probably November. I was recording kind of like a video for it, and haven't played the game since then, just because I didn't feel like touching Mania for a long time. Hey, Bali, how's it going? Oh, well, I missed that one. I landed just perfect to take damage right there. Not Spanish, just felt like saying that. Well, I mean, neither am I. I'm American. Was good. Every now and then I'll pause just so I can chat with you all. I don't really have anything planned special for this, so when I'm in special stages like these, it's gonna be a little hard to keep an eye on the chat, so just bear with me. And then we got a handful of people here. Pretty cool. How good am I at the special stages? I think I'm okay at them. I'm so good at them, I can get Mach 3 in a couple seconds on the PC version. Play Mega Man X6. No, I like playing good games. X6 is garbage. It's like a really bad game. Been getting the speed run in this game. I'm either 12 or 13 in the world. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, I wanted to get that one hidden. How's my day going? My day's going all right. Kind of hung out on my friend's stream for a while. It was something. So I had a good time. What am I gonna make without defeating a badnik of this game? I was in the middle of making one and then I stopped. I just didn't want to. I just didn't make content for a while. It happens. Actually, I could do that down here anyways. Mega Man X5? I've never played it before. Actually, no, I think I played like a little bit of it. I just never got into the PlayStation Mega Man games. Or the Mega Man X games. I never got into those ones. I was more about the Super Nintendo ones because I love those. And I guess if you want to count the PlayStation version of X3, like, I love those games. Especially X3, that one's my favorite. Sonic fan games? Maybe around the time of the next stage. Because they did announce dates for that, so I'm like so down for that. Will I ever play stuff like other than Sonic Mania? Well, if you see in the description, there is a link to my Twitch page. I play a bunch of other games on there. Like, I've played, what was the last thing I played on it? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, it was like a Battle Royale game that released on the Switch. I played that for a while. It was fun. Have I played Sonic 3R? Yeah, I played it. I was actually considering that for today, but I figured if I play something on a console, I could just have the chat off to the, on the side and I can see it easier. Oh, I bounced. I don't think it's spoiling if I said I made a significant amount of progress in that video. It's just I just straight up stopped making the video, working on the video. Chat a little bit. Thinking Sonic 2 without hitting a badnik, without collecting rings. Well, it's either you're gonna deal with. I know exactly why that's being mentioned. It's like so that way I can avoid damage boosting. You kind of just I'll end up at a dead end. Like I'm not gonna be able to go through it. Do I like Pokemon? I love Pokemon. It is my favorite gaming franchise, like ever. I grew up with it. I grew up watching the show when it was like the first season and maybe up to like I think until they got to the Sinnoh region, I was like watching every season. It was I loved it that much, and I played a lot of the games. I'm really hyped for the Diamond and Pearl remakes and for Legends Arceus, but they gotta do something about them graphics. They don't look good. They don't look so great. Like, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, they look a little better, but, I mean, oh boy, do they look like a mobile game. Augustin, thank you so much for coming by. Sonic fan games on Android. I have, like, you know what's funny? I have a bunch of fan games on Android, like, that I never did a video on. They're still on my phone to this day. So I have, like, a bunch of horrible bootleg games on my phone that I've never done anything about. I can record mobile. It's, like, super easy now. I have the hardware for it. It's just, I never got around to it. Do I play Minecraft? I haven't played in a long time. Like, my brother uses my account because I didn't really care about it. I just stopped caring about Minecraft because I got bored. What mods do I play on Sonic Mania? I don't usually play mods, like... I only really play mods for videos, because I knew I was going to be doing that every time, and I didn't want to take away, like, the first-hand experience I get of it, or the first experience I get of it. So I did that for a while. I haven't looked at any mods since the hacking contest. Unless you want to count, unless you count Mania versus Chat by Codename Gamma, then I looked at that one. Nice, but I missed one giant ring. We'll have enough by Studiopolis. I'm not too worried. Watch Pokemon until Team Rocket changed their phone model thing. Prepare for trouble. Who is my favorite Pokemon? Blastoise. He's a giant turtle tank badass. I freaking love Blastoise. My favorite. Alright, Bolly. Hope you have a good one. Silver the Hedgehog 174. What's good? What does this ROM thingy do? ROM thingy? I have no idea what you're talking about. How do I make a mod? I wish I knew. I don't know, steal assets from someone else. No, don't steal assets from someone else. I'm terrible. I've never made a mod in my life. I've always just made videos about other people's mods. You won't open on Steam? I don't know what to do about that. I've always had the game work, like, perfectly fine for me. How many of this game's stories have I completed? I lost count, like, around 50. So, I have beaten this game on PC twice, like, okay, so with if you're talking about, like, individual characters, okay, I actually need to think. If we're talking about individual characters, then I have gone through Mania mode about 50 plus times. Encore, maybe about 10. If you're talking about, like, the Blue Sphere stages, only 4, because I refuse to do any more than that. When they're complete, and I move on. So, yeah. What's my favorite Sonic, 2D Sonic game? Not Sonic Mania or 3? Oh, that's great, because it's neither of them. It's Sonic 1. Like, it's funny how people say that there's, like, issues with Sonic 1. It's like, yeah, well, when you think about it, when they did the first one, they freaking knocked it out of the park with that one. I think they did, but it's my favorite 2D Sonic game. So yeah, the first one. And it's also the first Sonic game I ever played, because it was, like, one of a few Genesis games me and my brothers had, so yeah. By the way, the Purple Emerald's the best one. Just saying. Can't finish the last Blue Sphere? Oh, those are a nightmare. There's the one where you have to, like, where there's, like, a spring sphere in between the two. I hate that one so much. Sonic 1 only had issues because it was an old game. Stop complaining about that. No, I mean, there's some legitimate issues with Sonic 1. I mean, level design when it comes to, like, Marble Zone and... Marble Zone, not so much, but it's more of, like, Labyrinth Zone. And it's not really because it's an older game. It's because, like, the point of it was to kind of break up the pace to keep it from being just a 20-30 minute game. Like, that's like the reason those zones exist. And of course there will be issues with that. I mean, it's a valid thing to say. So, makes perfect sense. It's just that I prefer the change of pace. I prefer it. You know, I always like a more a slower platformer game. That's how I always was. I always preferred them. I probably missed something. Oh well. Alright, Green Games. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good one. You don't play Animal Crossing? I haven't played my Animal Crossing save in a long time. Like, I legitimately got so bored of that game. Is this the one that's gonna... Perfect. No. No, no, no. Okay, cool. There we go. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is better than Sonic CD. Yeah, I'm gonna agree on that one. I think... Yeah, I think just it's a better all-around game. Level design's better. It didn't need to increase the length of the game with... well, it didn't have to pad out the gameplay with robot machines that you had to destroy. I feel like that takes the longest and is the most obnoxious thing to do in the game. Because some of the later ones are like in very unusual spots. So yeah, gonna agree with you on that one. PS4 amazing. I wouldn't know. I don't have a PS4. And Mania, I think it's fine without extra DLC. If it had DLC, it would definitely need more levels because. But I feel like what they did with the game so far is fine. What they did with Encore was lazy. Just because it was like more or less the same. It's like the super lazy ROM hacks that just throw spikes and just change up very little. But yeah. I'm pro at this. I've done this for nearly, what, 3-4 years of my life, so I eventually had to get good at it. PS5 is already here. Nah. Okay. I mean, PS5 isn't here because scalpers are buying them. I mean, I don't think anybody would disagree with that, but... PS5 has less parts. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I can fix this. Perfect. Who wants Sonic Mania 2? I don't. I would prefer a game that doesn't have to like rely on old levels and old settings to be a complete experience. I would rather just have something with more original zones and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. If they bring the gameplay of Mania, perfect. That's perfectly fine by me. Yeah, that Sonic 2 video wasn't very good though. I wasn't aware of the fact that there was... Okay, so I can get into that in a little bit. Or I can get into that for a bit. The audio issues that were coming out of my... that were in that video because of the gameplay. That was not from the game itself. That was some weird thing where I had to, like, remove and reinsert my Switch into the dock. I don't understand how that happened because it doesn't happen anymore. If Sonic Mania had new zones instead of old zones, how would I rate it then? Probably this. I mean, if it just depends on how the levels are designed. If it's like the same level design but different locations, it might get like a. I'd probably say it's slightly better depending on what those locations are, depending on how they look, how they sound, and all that stuff. Might be a little bit better, only because Sonic Mania is already a solid game on its own. You know? Go on this side. The harder boss in Sonic Mania? Probably the Oil Ocean boss. By the way, I don't know the names of them. It probably sounds like I know the names of them, but I'm reading off the script when I do that. That's a misconception. People think that I know every single enemy name. It's like, no, I just read the names. I'm not going to remember all of them. That's too much work for me. Favorite Sonic character is Knuckles. I mean, clearly, I made the channel, like, it has the name of the character in it, you know, that's gonna be my favorite character. I'm not gonna make a channel, I'm not gonna have a channel with a character that I don't like. That'd be something. It's like, oh, hey, Knuckles channel, by the way, I actually hate this character. No. Okay, well, I missed that one. I can come back for it later, though. I was trying to decide whether or not I want the Mach 2 right now or not. Although I probably should have just gone for it. Whatever, I'm probably not even going to be able to get... Right, I was supposed to get that. Oh, well. That's a close call. I usually never go for the jumps when it's that close. I usually jump sooner than that. There we go. Perfect. Favorite character besides Knuckles? It's either Espio or Blaze. You always turn early in the special stages. I always jump when I turn. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or not, but it always feels like that I can make a sharper turn like that. Maybe it is because I'm also slowing down a bit, but I haven't really done any kind of testing on it. I just did it. I think you do. I think it does work. I could be wrong, though. Oh, that totally worked out. I looked at the chat. I missed a ring. Well, I mean, I'm on the last special stage, so does it really matter? This is literally the route that I take every single time, except for the narrowly avoiding that. I usually never have to worry about that. It's been a while since I played Mania, so. Hop over that. Hop over that. I always thought there was a bumper there, so I thought if I was gonna go for that, I was gonna hit something. Nah, just open, so you can use this to your... You can literally cut corners to your advantage. Hop that. Land on those. Hop those. Hop here. Hop that. Boom. And it's over. You just win. Perfect. First video game was New Super Mario Brothers 3DS, but then I played Sonic 1. Boom, had to learn to use the controls on my keyboard since I was using an emulator. Ah, okay. A live stream on Sonic Adventure. I haven't streamed Adventure in a long time. I really should. Oh well. Adventure takes a long time to play through. Like, it's about, what, 4 or 5 hours? Yeah, screw it. I think that one's just not gonna work. Drop that. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Let's just get that one out of the way. That one too. There we go. That goes here. Yeah, whatever. Oh. And just drop that down. Oh! Hey, there we go. Ooh, that was not what I meant to do. Eh. Whatever. I missed it. Whatever. If Sonic was not vegan, he would be eating rabbits and... Is Sonic vegan? I don't think he is. I mean, he technically eats chili dogs, so... I mean, they're not gonna tell him, like, hey, that's not like a real animal. You know, they never ask about that. He never asks about it, so for all he knows, he could be eating an animal. Oh, and Mania Plus on PS4? Neat. That's cool. I have it on PC, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One, because, of course, Sega has to have all my money. No. It was just because one of them was for the earlier start time, the other one was for mods, and the Switch version is for a physical copy, because I wanted one. Oh, I'm going right into the special stage. Whatever, I'm not doing it. And Sonic used to be a rabbit. Yeah, I remember that. It was cool. It was cool. It was sketch. So I think it's better that he's a hedgehog. He has some offense to him. I usually ignore this boss fight. Like, it's just really tedious, so I'm just like, do this. Oh, it's morning where you are. Neat. It's like almost evening. Maybe it is evening. I don't know. What does 5:30 count as? 5:30 p.m. Does that count as evening? Am I excited for the next Sonic movie? Kind of. I'm just hoping it'll be like as fun. Hopefully it'll be a much better movie than the first one, just because there's a lot of room for them. You know? A lot for them to work with. Good and funny. Okay then, as long as you enjoyed it. I saw it too, and I didn't have that I didn't have the same reaction to it. I didn't care for it at all. Okay, there's a 1-up on here. Oh, that just took me to the same place. Notice you? Nah. No, just kidding. You've been noticed. Is it Nanette? What country are you guys in? United States. That's where I'm in. Technically, if I did my bounces right, I could have gone over there, but whatever. I have more than enough rings. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventure. Favorite Sonic Mania level? It's a tie between Stardust Speedway, Hydrocity Act 2, Stardust Speedway 1, Hydrocity Act 2, Metallic Madness 2, and Mirage Saloon Knuckles. The Knuckles path. Or level. Is this a Switch version? Yep. It's like the only one that I have that doesn't have like full complete files, save files. Hello, Cisco Green. How's it going? There's nothing of use up there. It's probably like a 1-up. I don't remember. I know Encore mode that actually has a big ring. Oh, I'm glad I actually caught that, because I don't think I was prepared to land on the big platform. Can I do a glitch at least? I don't think there's any on the Switch that I'm 100% aware of. I don't know. I don't know any good glitches on the Switch version. PC version is pretty easy to figure out. Just, you know, special stage stuff. And then the Xbox version, I think, has a lot more glitches that I'm aware of. Maybe it's just because I found them on a stream. Maybe not. Opinion on this version of Flying Battery? I like it a little bit more. I like the Act 2, where it's just like a storm going on in the background. I think that's pretty sick. Do I play Among Us? I haven't played it in months. Please don't. Oh, I thought I was going to get crushed. Can I do Blue Supersonic? I don't know if that's in this version. I think they patched that out a long time ago. Like, maybe if it was the original Sonic Mania, like, the original release, I could probably do it, because that was super easy to do. Oh. Opinions on Hypersonic. He exists. It's kind of cool. It's a shame they don't bring him back, but I can understand why. Because there's no real point to it. I mean, you already have an overpowered character. You're just adding another overpowered form that makes your platforming even more pointless. Like, it's already pointless by the time you have Supersonic, so why bother with something that's redundant at that point with Hypersonic? By the way, I'm using Supersonic during bosses just because I don't want to deal with them. Special stage glitches have been patched too. I guess if you play the Origin version, I don't play that. Is it Origin or Epic? One of them has like a new version of the game. I don't play it. Am I gonna finish the game? Yeah, it'll take me a little bit, but I'll finish it. How far are we in? Like 40 minutes? Oh yeah, we got the game's it's easy. We can go through it. And level select at the end of the game. I think I have it already unlocked. I'm not sure. Play Mania, can you get blue super? Place a super box, break it, go back to debug. Whoa, what? Oh, that's right. There's wind. I was not paying attention. Let's see. If you're playing Mania Plus, you can get blue supersonic by going into debug mode, placing a super box, and then breaking it, and go back to debug mode at the same time you broke the transformation. Gotcha. Nah, whatever. You can finish it in one day. Sometimes you'll leave it another day. I usually finish it within a couple of hours. Like, if I was legitimately just going to give it my absolute, like, just play as well as I can, I could usually get it done in about 2.5 hours. I'm just being casual about things. Do I know Sonic Tokyo Toy, a very old Sonic game? No, I don't think I've heard of that. Well, you wanted a glitch, there you go. There you go. You want a glitch, there you go. Oh man, I haven't done that one. Reusing levels for budget reasons? No, I don't believe that. I think it was just more of a... I mean, because even if it was for budget reasons, you still gotta rebuild the assets and everything. Oh, that's right, I don't get my special stages anymore. Okay, well, gotta rely on myself to play it. Do I play Cuphead? I haven't played it since the game launched, and... I mean, it's cool. It's just not a game that I would want to actively try and play. Oh, that was Tails doing that. Okay. My channel for kids or teenagers? It's a general audience channel. I don't know, like most TV programming, I guess. I don't know. Except I don't call it like TV programming. It's like... You know, it's not like one of those things where my channel would be affected by the whole YouTube for kids thing, if that's what you're wondering. So, I have like no worries for that. I try to treat it like a TV 14 kind of thing, where it's like some words used, but I don't allow it to just allow anything to be said, you know? So that's usually what I go by. Ever played Bending the Ink Machine? No, I've heard about it though. Like, people have made mods. Oh god, it's gonna happen again. So getting caught on the inside section of that's how it happens. Swearing is not for kids. I never said my channel was made just for kids. It's, again, general audience. Or it's like more of a TV 14 kind of thing. It's not like I'm gonna, I don't know. So I think just having a channel made specifically for kids would be incredibly, like, would probably be impossible for me to do. Because that's just not how I am. I needed something. Hey, Lego fan, what's good? Have I played Five Nights at Sonic? I don't know what that is. Is that like a mod or something? Underwhelming. It was more like a Q&A rather than a stream. That's usually what streams end up being, which I'm okay with that. A horror game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really care about horror games. Oh, well, that sucked. What is this? We'll cheese this boss fight. Oh, it's a fan game. Okay. My favorite Sonic game, a Sonic Adventure. Q&A while playing. Trying. Okay, right there. Oh, no. So if you don't want him to attack you at all you gotta do is just... Well, I mean, you're supposed to keep him from, like, hitting the absolute top of it. So if I were to do that. There we go. As long as it doesn't reach the absolute top, as long as you can keep bouncing him and prevent him from attacking. And that's how you cheese that boss fight. I usually do it a bit faster, but yeah. You just finished Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Forces, solid games. I would agree with that on Adventure and probably Adventure 2. What is this place? I don't know, some red site. What is a YouTube? That thing that I made content on before I disappeared for a month, then 2, then 3. How do you not know what YouTube is? I use Dailymotion. Tails, you okay? Oh, that's not where I jumped. Right here. Oh, okay then. Let's redo that. Wait, do you unironically use Dailymotion? Just curious. Well, that happened. Oh, documentary. Ah, gotcha. I thought you meant it was like, oh, I'm an active user on it, or I use it to watch stuff. It's like, wow, that's quite the hipster thing to do. Oh, that happened. Oh, well, that happened. Bye, world. I've never been caught in that before. That is legitimately the first time I've ever had that happen. Only because I didn't make it through this little hole right here. I was trying to drop dash through it. Doesn't work. Whatever. Dang, I actually wanted those rings. The rabbit is... Oh, Splats is an unused enemy from Sonic 1. You watch Annoying Orange? I haven't heard that name in a long time. Like, I legitimately have not heard about that in so long. Didn't Fred sell his channel? I have no idea about that stuff. It's like I knew those channels existed. They were just channels I never watched because... Right. 21st century is better than old humor, yes or no? I don't know. I feel like a well-written joke is going to be funny no matter what. That's just how I see it. Or like a either well-written or a I don't really care about that. Yeah, I guess well-written. I'll just say well-written or well-timed, but I think well-written is probably better. Is Earth flat? Only on a map. If it's a globe or if it's, you know, the actual Earth itself, nah. Unless you get like one of those maps that like geography teachers have or something like that, where it's like, it has like the little bumps for like mountains and stuff. I don't understand what the point of that is, but whatever. I guess it's to show like depth or height or whatever. Did I watch Total Drama Island? No, I never got into that show. Wasn't it supposed to be like some kind of reality show, but as a cartoon? I always thought the idea of that was like really ridiculous. I didn't watch a lot of Cartoon Network around the time that show was out because I didn't have Cartoon Network anymore. Someone didn't get what I meant. I mean, technically on a map, the Earth is either flat or digital. On a globe or the actual Earth itself, it's round. It's sphere. It's spherical. Flat Earthers are not Drake and Josh. Yeah, I actually got the show right. Drake and Josh fans. There, I said it. Enjoy my hot take. Yeah, I'm so used to streaming on Twitch. Animated reality show. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Tori X Kenshin. I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. There was a question that I saw earlier that I missed. Okay, maybe I missed it. What is your opinion on the Sonic Mania logo set that is coming out? Oh, Lego set. There's a Sonic Mania Lego set? I'm so, like, out of the loop on everything right now, just because I haven't really looked at anything news-related. Only because my favorite Sonic Tuber channels are not posting about the news. I'm just kidding. To anyone who's actually making news videos about Sonic, I respect the hustle. I'll transform now. He's a comedy YouTuber who plays games. Oh, okay. Stop playing Sonic games because there was this one site where you could play Sonic fan games emulated, and they don't have any new ones. Well, I mean, you can't really play Flash games anymore because the Flash player kind of disappeared. I know there's like a different way of playing it. I am not familiar with how it works. Peanut Man, how's it going? Don't worry. Don't worry, Lego Sonic fan. I'm not a flat earther either. I'm just flat-footed. Probably am. I more than likely am, now that I think about it. There's some channel called Sonic News. Okay, well, I mean, as long as they realize that that's what they're going to be doing for the rest of their time on YouTube, unless they go through a drastic change that's in their favor. It's like the only downside to running a channel that's this niche is that you're kind of stuck. Like, there's not a lot of wiggle room unless you try it. But even then, like, it'll take a while for anything to... It'll take a while for that kind of change to either work, or for you to realize, yeah, this isn't work. Oh, dang it. For you to realize it's not working and just continue making Sonic content. Not the end of the world, it's just, you know, kind of gets you in a spot where it's like, oh, there's these other games that I would love to talk about, but, you know, don't exactly have the audience that is super open to it. Just maybe a few who are curious. So, yeah. Okay. Someone saying Tails is the cutest fox. Have you ever seen a Alolan Vulpix? Just saying. Just throwing that one out there. There's also Fennekin. Nah, but I'll take a Alolan Vulpix over anything. It's an adorable snow fox. Tend to proceed as Nintendo YouTubers. Yeah, it's actually not a bad... I mean, it just opens up a lot to do, you know? I know I used to watch this channel a long time ago called J-Wits. And he was a Pokemon YouTuber. And... after a while, he kind of just said, you know what, I'm just gonna, he realized he had to change because he's stuck in a niche. He's stuck in Pokemon, which at the time wasn't like super huge. I don't think it is still. I think it's just the Pokemon card craze trend. I don't know why I'm trying to cram two words together. He eventually switched to like Nintendo content as well, just so that we can broaden his horizons a little bit. I thought about doing something like that. Maybe not exactly as like Nintendo, but maybe Sega. But there's not a whole lot Sega that would also translate well with Sonic, so I just have to look around. You can still get hurt with fire by the shield in Sonic 3. I actually didn't know that. Can you beat Sonic Mania without with Tails without flying? Yeah, you just spin dash and jump. You just don't mash the A button when you're standing, or when you're jumping. Done. Oh, dang. Wow, that was weird. I've never hit that spring before. I got close to the 1 minute. Have I ever played any Resident Evil games? I've played a few. I've played Code Veronica on Dreamcast. I've played Resident Evil 4 on PC, and I've played Resident Evil 2's remake. And a little bit of Revelations 1 on Wii U, and I think I played a little bit of 6. I was at a friend's house. He had it, and I didn't know what I was doing in that game. I'm not super huge into Resident Evil, but I do like some of the games. I just have to get around to actually... I've got a backlog of games I really need to get to, and I do want to get more into Resident Evil stuff. So one day I'll play more. Who would go to the moon for 10,000? How long do I have to be on the moon? Have I ever... Okay, doesn't look like I missed anything. Wow, how did that happen? Metal Tails. There is no Metal Tails, it's just Tails doll. Come on, Tails, you got this. Way to go. Ever play Sonic EXE? Yeah, I don't care for those games. It's the same setup and, like, you get nothing interesting out of it. It's like the same thing, you know? I have yet to see a Sonic EXE game that interested me or was any good. So, do with that knowledge what you will. I'll go this way. Can I? No, I can't. Alright. I'm just gonna keep going. If Knuckles is real? I don't know. What would you do if one of your favorite fictional characters was real? What makes a good EXE game anyway? I don't know, an interesting setup. I think like almost every EXE game starts the same way, where it's like, oh hey, character showing up, oh they game flashes, they disappear, oh super creepypasta Sonic heading towards them, and just, I don't know. I found them all to kind of just blur together, and it wasn't fun. If I wasn't interested in one of them, why would I keep playing them, you know? Doritos or Cheetos? Let's see. Cheetos. Specifically, Flamin' Hot Cheetos with limon. There. I've just won every single one. Every single argument cannot top that one. I'm in a bubble. What am I doing? It's a little hard to clown on me for my choice. My choice is a pretty damn good one. So, good luck trying. Oh, wait, what? I haven't done this in a... Oh, this takes me up here. What? I haven't done... I feel like I skipped a step. I feel like I just repeated something, but whatever. Practice the blue spheres. I hate doing those. Yeah, sure, they're easy once you know what you're doing, but once you can memorize them and deal with, like... I don't know, those stages will always give me anxiety, and I don't like that. So... it's one of those, once I finish them, I'm done with them. I never wish to mess with blue spheres ever again. Once I beat them in a game, I move on. I mean, I could do them, it's just a matter of I don't care to do them. Wait a minute, doesn't that just... Something seems off about this music. Doesn't it go back to Hydrocity Zone? I was right, it did. Huh. The music glitched. Okay, then. That's a new one. Yeah, whenever I stream, I'm finding a new glitch that I've never seen before. We're just keeping with tradition these days. Ah, okay. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, you know what? I turn off super music anyway, so... You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I was like, wait, hold on. I don't remember that in the PC version, but I remember I always turn off the super music in PC. Because I would rather just listen to the game, like the level music, rather than hear freaking super music the whole time. Have I seen Super Mario Bros. Z and Nazo Unleashed? Super Mario Bros. Z is the one that I saw like when I was in high school. It was so cool. I know the creators redoing it, and then they said they were gonna go back to working on it. I don't know if it's ever gonna continue or not. All I know is that I just remember the original 8 episodes and the fact that the 9th one was teased for so long. Like, that's all I know. Or that's what I remember. That's what I cherish about it. Like, those 8 episodes, even though the Minus World episode took way too long. Holy crap. That thing was a movie on its own. But, there's a little cameo in there that I forgot I had the bubble. Oh well. There's a cameo in that one that I really liked, and it was, shoot, what are their names? It was like Hal and something else. I forgot the other dude's name from Bowser's Kingdom. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's so cool, because I actually like that show as well. Jokes don't age very well these days, but like when I was watching it, I remember loving it. So I love Mario Bros. Z. I never saw Nazo Unleashed because I'm not really in that whole watch stuff that's Dragon Ball Z inspired phase anymore. Actually, I got a question. Anybody remember the Super Mario Bros. Z quote-unquote knockoff series? Like, somebody was doing an animated Mario series, and they just straight up ripped on this person for a a lot of scenes being a little too inspired by Mario Brothers Z. Like, I remember that happened. Oh yeah, 3D World of Bowser's Fury. It's a good game. Plan to get TSR since you have Mario Kart Deluxe. Not sure we're gonna have the same amount of fun as you would in Mario Kart Deluxe. I feel like TSR just kind of is painfully mediocre. Have I seen the reanimated episode? Yeah, I have. I was pretty hyped for it, and then finding out that was it Mark Haynes, I believe that's the name of the person, got a cease and desist over because of his Patreon, because it was like directly funding the series. And then he went back to like the art that he was known for, or that he was known for, which I mean makes sense. I mean, Nintendo kind of C&Ds you. Something you gotta kind of take. You gotta take that serious. It's the reason why you don't see like official updates for AM2R. You don't see that Pokemon fan game that was going to be announced for that almost got a fan game of the year. It was like that and AM2R that were considered for fan game of the year. Yeah. Thanks, Tails. Do I have debug mode? Probably, but I'm just playing through no save. Actually, I don't have it enabled. Favorite movie? Tommy Boy. It's a 90s movie, but stars Chris Farley and David Spade. Well, probably one of my favorite movies. It's not an amazing movie. It's just a really fun movie I like going back to. Used to play a lot of Sonic RPGs, like the Final Fantasy Sonic ones. But no, Kevin Miller. I don't know who that is. Bowser's Fury is $70. It's $60 US, so I think it's a little overpriced. Maybe a little bit. I think if it was $50 US, it would make a little more sense. But I feel like for the amount of content they give you, I mean, it's not the worst they could do. The worst they could do is like 3D All-Stars. Oh, by the way, that game's going away at the, after this month. So, if you don't have it, oh well. Yeah, Newgrounds Sonic RPG. Oh, it's the voice of Sly Cooper. I have not played I played a little bit of the first Sly Cooper game when I had the PlayStation Now trial. But I guess now I could get the PlayStation Vita version since I bought Codename Gamma's PlayStation Vita. And she actually included some games in there, one of them being Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. All I gotta do is get Thievius Raccoonus, Band of Thieves, and I don't remember what the other one was called. Sorry, I don't know. I'm not as well... I'm not familiar with, like, a lot of Sly Cooper content. But yeah. Yeah, 50 would have been better. I mean, I know somebody... I try not to have, like, arguments, like, discussions like that on Twitter. Mostly because it's like, you know, you get the people who say you're just a privilege or you're being entitled or whatever. It's like, shut up. I want a good value for my game. That's all I want. But, yeah, some people be like that. Miller streams on Twitch every Thursday between 1 p. Oh goodness, I ain't watching streams that late. I'm usually trying to work on something, or I'm just going to bed. Good Naruto fighting games. I remember playing one of them. A friend of mine had, and it was actually really cool. I just don't know, and I know nothing about Naruto. I'm not a big anime watcher, so I'm sure it's a fine series, but I've heard about how many there's like 3 different series. There's like Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto, and then there's like movies and how many episodes are. I'm like, that's just a lot. I'm probably gonna have to spend a couple years getting through that because I don't go through shows very fast. Unless it's a show I've seen so many times that I'll just have it playing as I'll have it like running in the background as I'm playing the game. Like, I got HBO Max about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. And I have been watching Ed, Edd n Eddy on it, just because I grew up watching that show when I was young. And it just kind of took me back. Not entitled for wanting to pay. It's not a charity. Exactly. And game companies are not your quote-unquote friends. It's not your friends at Nintendo. It's a company that sells you a product to get you to pay for that product with money. It's not like it's an indie developer. It's like, hey, dude, can you help me out and just kind of like check out my game or something? If you can, you know, let other people know about it. That I would understand. If you're an indie developer and it's like, hey, this is how much it costs, only because, you know, our budget for it was not as great as we were hoping it, or we spent a little too much on it, I would understand. I'd be more sympathetic towards it, but like, all right, I can understand. Or if it's like, hey, it's not a lot, but here's like all this game content that you can play, makes perfect sense. Nintendo, it's a port. Yeah. That's the only thing it doesn't have. It doesn't have the Ed, Edd n Eddy Big Picture Show. I would have loved that. Also, hey, look at that bunch of Triforces. Am I gonna watch the Sonic Prime show? Yeah. I don't know exactly how if I'll do any content related to it. I feel like a lot of people are going to if I were to make any content based on Sonic Prime. I would want to really sit down and like do a whole scripted video on it. Then I guess before those come out, do the same thing with like other Sonic shows. Sonic X, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground, Sonic SatAM, Sonic Boom, stuff like that. But yeah. They owe you nothing. Who said that? Or are you just throwing out a hypothetical? Wait, somebody saying hello? Alex, welcome. Okay, yeah, that was a hypothetical. Yeah. They owe us nothing, but we owe them nothing. It's a two-way street on that one. It's not just like one-sided where it's like, but they did this, they made your childhood. Butch Hartman made a bunch of people's childhood, and he's a garbage human being. It's not like we owe him our gratitude these days later. By the way, Butch Hartman did not make my childhood. So yeah. I feel like it's a two-way street on that one. They have to earn that $60 price tag with their game. So, actually, no, it's not even a two-way street now that I think about it. It's one way. They make a title, but they have to get your attention with that title, either through word of mouth, through online review, through whatever. And they have to try to earn that money. Whatever the price tag is, they have to try and earn it. That's how a product works. I mean, how many Kickstarters have existed where the final product was so mediocre or was so underwhelming or was nowhere near what it was advertised as? Like, how many times has there been a Kickstarter that has had that kind of end result? So, yeah, no, I will use that argument towards the whole, like, yeah, no, Nintendo is not automatically owed my $60 for the game. So, yeah. Sorry if I went on a bit of a tangent there, but that's just kind of how I do it. They owed us something. They owe, O-W-E, as in like they owe us a game that is worthy of that $60 price tag. Because there's a lot of people, it's like, some people are in the mindset where it's like if they just buy everything Nintendo related, they'll get game franchises for everything. But you have to have a quality game behind. It has to be a quality game. I don't think there will be another Sonic Racing game for a long time because I think Team Sonic Racing is probably one of the most mediocre Sonic games that has come out in the past couple of years. Very, very hot take, probably. Or maybe not. Maybe it's one of those things where it's so lukewarm because it's the common thing that people say. It could have been a lot more. I feel like I'm going to start venting at this point because I've had an argument with somebody about this whole thing and I can't understand how someone can think of the way of of like, oh, they'll do it better next time. What if this game dictates how that next one is going to be presented, or even if it's going to exist? So yeah. Am I going to watch Sonic movie 2? Of course. It's in my job description. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be funny if it was like, oh yeah, it's in my job description to watch Sonic. Nah, I mean, I do run a channel that's based on Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's a given. But I'm also I'm really curious to see where they go from, like, the end of the first movie with, where they'll go in the next movie. So I'm really curious. And from the things that I have been hearing, you know, it's got my it's piqued my interest even more. So I just want to see how it turns out. When you were talking about my TSR comment, did you say good or bad or both in a way? I don't think I got your TSR comment. I'm sorry. Also, I see the whole SpongeBob made my childhood. There you go. Take that, Butch Hartman. That show with that dog kind of sucked anyways, probably. I don't know. I've stopped watching Nickelodeon cartoons. Unless it's the older ones. I like those. What am I doing in spring break? The same thing I do, like, every day. Try to work on content and stuff like that. I don't go to school, so I don't have a spring break. I don't know. If anything, like, take more time to just not play game, or either catch up on my backlog of games, which will never be caught up with, but at least I can make a huge dent in it. Or watch some TV. I don't know. I haven't really watched TV shows in quite a long time. Even the stuff I normally watch, I haven't... Oh, well, that happened. Yeah, Danny Phantom and Fairly... I actually never really saw Danny Phantom. I think my friend did. But I did see a lot of Fairly Odd Parents. I thought it was pretty good. But just because those shows were good, doesn't mean that it's like, he made my childhood. Oh, trust me. That's called Game Freak. The Nintendo. What's the name of the person who made Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack and Primal? That person. And the creator of Ed, Edd n Eddy, I believe his name is Danny Antonucci. They made my childhood. Because I grew up on a lot of Cartoon Network shows. I was watching those. I was watching Pokemon. It was like Cartoon Network and 4Kids dubs, unfortunately. Like, those are what I watched when I was growing up. So, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Shaolin Showdown. I know that's not a 4Kids dub animated show or whatever. Or anime dub. But, you know, that's just like one of the shows that I used to watch on WB. Dragon Ball Z. Not Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dragon Ball Z Kai was out when I was in, like, either high school or college. Craig McCracken and Gendy Tartarovsky. That's such a difficult name for me to read sometimes. It's not because it's like, oh, I can't read it properly. It's like, when I try to say it, it just doesn't come out right. I get tongue... Oh, I hate Flapjack. That is the most obnoxious cartoon character I've ever come across. I'm sorry. I hate that character with a burning passion because, oh my god. No one could be that annoying. Oh, dang. Okay. Go back down. And go down. And go down. We have to go off screen. Perfect. Watch Gumball and Cartoon Network, SpongeBob, and Nickelodeon. Okay. How about Rugrats? Forgot about that too. Older Nickelodeon cartoons. Sorry, it's just like a lot of shows I remember, and like it's one of those it's all coming back to me kind of thing. Rugrats, Doug, Cat Dog. That was probably one of my favorites. Actually, Now was really weird, but I loved it. I don't know why. It was like a variety show with like action figures. But obviously, the best sketch was the Prometheus and Bob. Like, those were the funniest ones. I'm a simple person. The caveman was hilarious. How about Ren and Stimpy? Love it. From what I've seen of it. I actually have a VHS of it, of one of the episodes, or specials, or whatever. Like, Stimpy made friends with a fart. Opinions on Sonic Chronicles? I don't like it. Like, it is legitimately a very confusing RPG game. I don't understand in what universe does a game have... An RPG, no less, has a finite amount of the in-game currency. I don't understand why that exists. Because I have played Sonic Chronicles before, and I played a little bit. By the time I realized that, and I realized how long some of the fights were, I was just like, this is not a good game. It took me 2 hours to realize that was a horrible game. Or maybe about an hour, and then I gave up and played something else. What about Doug for Nickelodeon? Yeah, I loved it. Seiryu, I don't know what that is. Do I have Paramount Plus? No, but it's very tempting. I don't know, I have to check with my brother. He's the one that usually gets all of the subscription services. I went with HBO just because of, well, one, Static Shock is on there. I used to watch that a lot. I can finally watch the Batman series because I think I was born a little too late for that. Or I just wasn't watching it at the time. And, also, a lot of my favorite Cartoon Network shows are on it. Plus, you know, DC movies. I can finally start watching those because I don't really care about Marvel stuff. Because everything has to be a freaking phase and stuff like that. They all have to tie in together. I just didn't like it. I got tired of that. I don't think I have Paramount Plus though. If I don't, I will right that wrong when I can. Yeah, I don't think I have Paramount Plus, but if I don't, I'll get it. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting Paramount Plus. There's a couple shows that I would like to revisit, but I just feel like HBO Max was more tempting for me because there was a lot of shows that I was interested in, a lot of movies I was interested in, like the original Superman, which I had never seen before. I think my friend Jay's reviews did like an entire like retrospective on the first 4 Superman movies. And it got me interested in watching the first one, so now that I have it, I need to finish watching that movie. I'm like halfway through it. I got caught up with a lot of things. So it's like, I'm probably the worst person to tell, hey, watch this show or watch this movie, because I tend to never get around to it. Or I'll watch a little bit and then I'll stop. That's just, I can never finish what I start when it comes to like TV or RPGs. Also, I think Lord of the Rings is on there, which is really weird. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I don't really care about it. Oh, regular show is so good. Like, I remember my friends used to watch it a lot. And then when it was on Netflix a couple of years back, I saw it for the first time, and I was actually really enjoying it. I thought it was pretty cool. Do I like Gumball? No. Hold your beer? No, I'd rather not. You hold your own beer. Toonami's too late at night. I remember when Toonami used to be like in around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. That's when I was back when I was younger. Toonami would be on much earlier in the day, so I could catch like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho. I think they had Sailor Moon on there. There was like a bunch of other anime shows, or they'll have a movie on, and whenever it's a Dragon Ball movie, I'm down to watch it. It was like the coolest thing. My water. Okay. Ever watch Adventures of Sonic? Yeah. The show is really dumb. It's like a bootleg Looney Tunes. Oh god, that was weird. I love this version of Lava Reef. It's so good. Like, the music is just a huge upgrade because they just made it like even bigger, even grander, and I'm always about that. Wrong one. It's this one. Wrong one. It's much further in the level. I don't know what I'm doing. Any opinions on the Sonic 2 movie? Can't wait to see more. I did like that Emerald Hill rendition remix he did. Loved it. It sounded great. I want that. Please give me more of that. I just want the whole thing as like a whole song or something. That'd be pretty sweet. Technically, it's a piece. Kind of had an found out about that one. Funny, it's like the whole like, oh, why is this level in Mania? Why is this level in Mania? It's like, man, I'm so glad this level is in Mania. You know what? No, I'm gonna let the music keep playing. I actually really enjoy this music. It's like, talk about a especially like, I mean, a zone that looks this good has two different versions of it. Like, the setting is really cool, and then it's like about like the music just hits really hard and it's so good. And I'm gonna say so good a lot just because, you know, I legitimately love Lava Reef. But I don't like that. That's a bad idea. Happy belated Mario Day. You know what's funny? I was actually gonna play a so I can gotta give a bit of a hint. I was actually gonna do a Mario video for the channel for Mario Day, but the amount of editing that it required was much more than I didn't have enough time to get it all done. That video's like half done on a timeline. I was like, oh, well, it's not Mario Day anymore. I'll still release it, though. Just because I feel like I never addressed it as Mario Day, so I feel like it'll still age well. I don't want to make videos. I don't want to make a lot of scripted videos that age poorly, like a year or two down the line. Like, I would prefer it that if somebody saw the video a year later, it'd be like, oh, it's just a, you know, it's just a Mario video or something. Rather than like, oh, this video is incorrect because, you know, all of these events happened. So yeah. What is Mario Day? It's basically March 10th. If you're not in the US, then you don't see it as like the 3 letters for March and then I guess I'm not making that one. Okay, well, whatever. Basically, it's March 10th, and it just so happens for the U.S. calendars, when you abbreviate March, it's MAR, and then the 10th is, you know, 10, so it just spells out Mario. And it's just, you know, it's just a fun thing we do, that Nintendo does, celebrates the Mario series. If anything, I prefer Pokemon Day. That's my favorite kind of day from Nintendo. Take this, why not? Whatever happened to the collab with DaveAce and Gyarla64? What collab? If you mean the podcast, we'll get back to it. Just, you know, things kind of took over. So we'll get back to it eventually. It's just, gotta give us a little bit of time. It happens, you know. Sometimes you gotta take breaks. You know, you don't want to be making content 24/7, otherwise that does sound like a miserable existence. I'm gonna look for the Sonic movie Emerald Hill remix. I don't think that exists. Ever created a mod? I actually planned on it like super early on in the channel's like existence, but I never got around to it. Had things that kind of took over that I would prefer to have done instead of learning how to make a mod. And I'm kind of glad I went with that instead of learning how to make a mod just because I got to make videos on them. Happy Sonic Day. That's not until June. Dang it. Oh, wait, this is real. What did he post? Happy Sonic Day. Oh, okay. Dang. So, my friend posted a picture of a local card store that has, like, Digimon cards. for like the card game, or for like the TCG. Tried getting into it, but I'm still struggling with it. But because of the fact that people are scalping like trading cards for all kinds of things, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc., it's a little harder to kind of get into it without having to pay ridiculous prices. So, actually, I wouldn't even say that store's local. It's just somewhere I can get to. So not really local. Have I played Sonic Advance 3? No. I've never owned that game. I plan on buying it someday. It's just a matter of having the money to pay for it without, you know, ignoring things I actually need to pay for. Which isn't a whole lot, actually. Like, it's just... I know people would say emulate. As much as emulation does help a lot with video footage, I'm gonna get crushed. As much as like video footage, like it really benefits video footage to just emulate, I also like to own video games, like physical copies of games. That's kind of been my whole thing. That's why I own physical Sonic Mania, Forces, and TSR. But I own TSR on I'm gonna get crushed? Okay. I own TSR on Nintendo Switch. Though I don't really play it because I don't really I prefer All-Stars Racing Transform. That's a much better game. Ooh, Flame Shield. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I was thinking Sonic 3, where you can also take a higher path. Should go through with this. Donald's Pokemon cards were hard to get because you would always get bad cards. Yeah, some people would just like straight up open them and then... Actually, no. Well... It depends on where you get them from. Like, if you're legitimately getting them from McDonald's, it's just by chance. It depends on what you get. You know, luck of the draw. That's how Pokemon cards and boosters are. If you're getting it from someone reselling it to you, then you're more than likely getting ripped off, because if they did get a good card in that pack, there's a very good chance that they have just taken the cards out and resealed it, because apparently that's a thing that people are doing. Scalpers are scum. I hope they get what's coming to them. As in, I hope the stuff they pull is absolutely worthless. Or I hope that no one legitimately buys from them. So that way they're stuck with all that and they have no one to sell to. I have like a personal vendetta against scalping. Like, I legitimately believe if you are a scalper, you are like the scum of the earth. I don't care if you believe it's like, well, it's supply and demand. Well, it's just being a complete jerk. Unwarranted. You don't need to do it. You don't need to mess people up who are already kind of losing out on their hobby because of the... And who only... Like, you're screwing people out of a hobby that they took up just because of the pandemic. You're making things worse on them, not... You're making things easy... You're not making things easier for them, you're making it worse on them. You're making it easy for yourself to make a little extra cash because you have now become the middleman. I hate scalpers so much. Sorry. Thoughts on Sonic 06? Not the worst game. Is TSR expensive or no? If you believe it's expensive, wait for a sale. I got mine. I technically was supposed to buy a used copy, if I could speak English properly. It was supposed to be a used copy for... Let me think. I think it was $30. But the listing that I got from Amazon, they actually sent me a new copy. So I got a new copy of TSR for $30. Pretty sweet deal. So I have TSR on Nintendo Switch for $30. I originally did it so I could do like stream days with it, but I think the first time I did it, there was like next to no one playing. It was like so little that we couldn't even fill up a lobby with like all viewers. So that's a shame. But I feel like that's more on the game than it is on anything else. Ever tried to make a Sonic game? I've wanted to. I just don't have a lot of time to commit to it. If I were to make a fan game of some kind, it would have to be through like a pre-made engine rather than being like, oh, I'm gonna make my own engine or something. I can't do that. I don't have the know-how for that stuff. I think I would need to use like Sonic Worlds. If anything, it wouldn't be just to make a game. It's just make a level. Just see exactly how I can do with making one level in a game. And it's like, oh, if I could do that, all right then. Next time somebody tells me, why don't I try making a level and see if it's any good? And if I can make a good one, that's even better. Because then I can just show it off. It's like, well, I did this. But it was also to see like where I can go with level editing, because that's been one of my favorite things with certain games. I've always been a level editor kind of person. Like, if your game has a level editor, I'm down to play it. Especially if it's a platformer. What's the best Sonic game generations for me? For me, it's Sonic Adventure. Sonic Mania engine called Core. I don't think it's a Mania engine. I think that's just a Mania, a similar engine to Mania. Again, I don't know how to work on any of that stuff. I doubt there's any pre-existing Sonic assets I could use. I don't want to piss people off by snagging sprites, or by stealing sprites. Or, I guess if I ask for permission, you know, it'd probably be okay. It would more than likely be okay if they give me the thumbs up on that one. But yeah, I don't want to make anybody mad. I'm not interested in stepping on any toes with that whole thing. I know I'm kind of just going on and on about it, but you would be surprised, or you'd be surprised how many people try to make a fan game with stolen sprites and try to pass it off as their own. And same thing with mods. Like, that's some really scummy stuff. Ever made your own Sonic character? I guess if you count Forces characters, I have like 3. But aside from that, no. TSR on Nintendo's website, and it was $30. It's probably on sale right now. Not a bad way to go. I mean, it retailed for $40. Try out your game SGH project for a video. I don't know if I want to dedicate like an entire video to a fan game anymore. Unless there's a lot I can talk about. I don't want to throw out any like, if there's any like large-scale fan games or something like that, or really ambitious fan games, then yeah, I'd be completely open to doing that. You know, give it some, you know, make like a short video on it, really go in depth with it. But if it's just like it's something made in Sonic Worlds and doesn't do a whole lot, doesn't give me a lot of material to work with. Like, but you know what? Sage is coming up this year. I can try and see if I can stream like as an official Sage stream, and if that happens, I'll play some fan games from that if my computer can handle them. I've had issues with Sage and Sonic hacking contests when it comes to like my computer handling stuff for streaming. I'm on a significantly old laptop, so I work with what I got. Yeah, it's been kind of the whole thing with my YouTube channel. Work with what you got. So, favorite kind of chow? The Knuckles chow, obviously. I mean, come on, it's a little chow that looks like Knuckles. I mean, what else need I say more? Dang. Back up. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'd rather be a good speedrunner, I'm just saying. Nah, I'm a terrible I would be a terrible speedrunner. I mean, I've done speedruns before, but not of Sonic games, because I know at the time I played more than a lot of Sonic already. So I think if I kept playing Sonic games, then had to learn how to speedrun them, I'd probably lose my patience with them. So, as much as I do play a lot of Sonic, I want to try and limit exactly how much time I spend on them, just so that way I don't get tired of it. Because you can burn out easily from... Look at that little thing right there. What the heck? Favorite candy? Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sounds good. Peanut butter is good. Sonic 2 or Sonic 3? Sonic 3. It's not even close. Don't ever speedrun Unleashed. I'll do one better. I just won't play it. No, I'm in the middle of streaming it on my Twitch channel, but I had to stop because I don't have the medals to keep going. And I'm really not interested in playing more Sonic Unleashed. There's like a... Nope. There's a section where you can get, I probably could have taken the extra life, but whatever. Day stages are hard to control, night stages... My problem with the day stages is the fact that the game's not well optimized for either system, so you get frame rate drops that are so atrocious, that are so horrible when you get closer to, when you get to like more busier sections of the game, the frame rate drops, and I just, like, it gets to a point where it's just not fun, especially if you get hurt by something that you really never saw coming. I had to try and make sure I wasn't gonna, quote, last surprise. You get what I mean. Been playing this for an hour. I'm closing in on 2 hours, about an hour 50. I have this and I have Titanic Monarch, and that's it. So we're very close to the end. This music is a bop. I'm just letting it play. I got nothing to say on this. It's like, I just want the music to go. I had to make sure to get away from that one. There's spikes right there, so I'm gonna hop over. There we go. Chibi Sonic or Sonic when you go back to the ground? Clearly Chibi Sonic. Oh, I thought I was gonna get crushed there for a second. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm gonna get crushed. I don't know, maybe I have rotten luck. Rotten luck. Sonic Mania's got good music. Yeah, I think everything except... I think the only one I would really not care about is Oil Ocean. I'm only doing this because there's a big ring. Come back here. Try not to get hit. There we go. And that's how you do it. It's just that easy. Oh, that was close. That was too close. Way too close for comfort on that one. All Sonic has good music. Beg to differ. There's a few games that it's either forgettable or it's really bad. It's usually the 8-bit games that are... Some of them are forgettable. And then, obviously, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood is downright atrocious for a soundtrack. On a system that has games that have, like, absolute bangers for music. So... Sonic Chronicles has absolutely zero excuse to have bad music. Well, except for the fact that I keep hearing like they lost the music for that one, so whatever that excuse was. All I know is that, I mean, game delays do exist, but whatever. Yeah, you know what, Chad? I think the same thing. I actually do really agree with that because I don't like Oil Ocean. I find it to be like the most bland, boring, forgettable, leave it like a vegetable kind of zone. I heard that last part from a video. Had nothing to do with Sonic. It was just more like, oh, so middle of the road, mediocre, leave it like a vegetable. I just thought it was funny. Sonic CD or Sonic 1? Sonic 1. Sonic 1 any day. Green Hill. I guess that's another good example of one that just doesn't do well. Sonic Forces, I will say, a lot of the classic Sonic themes were not very good, except for Ghost Town. That one's, I will always defend that one. Most of the vocal tracks are like pretty spot on, like they're excellent. And then there's stuff for like Modern Sonic that either sounds really good but isn't like absolutely amazing, or it's just there. But I think the vocal tracks actually are probably the best things about the entire soundtrack. Oh, we are getting pretty close to the end of the game. All right then. I'm actually gonna go here to hit the spring. Kind of just let that take me. Oh, that happened. Yeah, Classic Sonic's like speed is probably one of the biggest problems in Forces. But even then, if you speed them up, the levels just there's just nothing really spectacular about them. They're just kind of there. Maybe the one that's like in, was it Death Egg or something? Like that's probably like the only one that really stands out. But that's just to me, only because it was interesting. I still hate the little ring things that they took from Sonic 3. I never liked them. Classic Sonic or Toei Sonic? I feel like those are the same Sonic, right? I don't think there's like enough of a difference between the two to be like, yep, well, they're two separate characters. I think they're the same ones. And if there is a difference between the two, then I don't know what that difference is, because clearly, yeah, I knew that was gonna be a problem from the start, no matter what. I was never gonna get through that, at least unscathed. I was never gonna get through that unscathed. Design doesn't make a full character. Damn. But yeah, a completely different design does not make a full, brand new three-dimensional character. You have to have something to him, like personality, or like you have to have his personality. You have to have like if there's any difference in morality. You know, you gotta kind of factor those things into it. Otherwise, you just have the exact same thing. So I feel like there's no real character to classics. If there is a character, there's no difference between the two. It just seems like more classic Sonic. Plus, it's Sonic from... Wait, I gotta hit this first. Hit that, then go here, and hit that. Metal Sonic or Metal Knuckles? I'm gonna say Metal Knuckles. Nah, I think Metal Sonic's still cool. I think the Metal Overlord is probably one of the coolest transformations I've ever seen in the series. So Metal Sonic wins that one for me. I just wish the boss fight was better. Like, honestly, that would have been really sick if it was like a much better boss fight. But just the fact that he transforms in that way, it just seems like, you know, one of those... It really felt like a finale of some kind. So the build-up was there, and I loved it. It's like a ride that you could really go on. And then you play Sonic Heroes, and it's like, okay, maybe it's a ride I can come back to every once in a while, not all the time. Yeah, there's a Metal Knuckles. Sonic Advance has a Metal Knuckles. Sonic R, which Metal Knuckles and Sonic R is a huge cheater, and I don't like him because he keeps taking the same shortcuts even though he stinks. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I got one heck of a... That was like one heck of a like... What am I trying to say? I guess it's like the whole, like, you wake back up and it was like, oh, the whole game's easy. You go up against Metal Knuckles. He's taking every single shortcut. I think they'll ever mention Chip again in the main series? Probably not. They tend to, like, ignore things like that. Then again, who knows? Like, the series might surprise you. Giant Red Spring. I was expecting Giant Red Spring. That one. Otherwise, I was going to be dead. Yeah, that's just rings. Okay. So if I remember this one, I could do that. And... well, I almost made it. Oh, Tails is gonna get... not what I wanted, but you know what? I'll take it. I know that's a capsule. It's for the, it's supposed to be like a 2-player mode or something, or like... oh no, time trial. That's what it was for. Yeah, I know of its existence. The old competition mod that I used to play, that I raced Dave in, actually has it. At least I think that was the one I played with him. Yeah, that was included. Actually, is this the area? Maybe not. Oh, this is the... okay, I'll have to remember that going forward in case I ever lose my lightning shield. Oh. Dang, there's another, what do you call it? There's another big ring if you take that all the way up. I was gonna try and do that just to get an extra 50 rings, but I guess I don't need it. Let's see. What do I think of Sonic Prime? I've got to wait to see more about it. There's nothing that we have for it. But yeah, there's not a whole lot that we know about the about Sonic Prime, so gotta wait and see. Alright, Clifford, Clifford Longhead, thank you for coming by. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. Hope you have a good one. Oh, I gotta deal with these ones. I don't like the ones that have these, because then, like, if you play a Supersonic, you could actually get crushed pretty easily, but I just don't like them. I just don't like that beginning segment. I always feel like I'm gonna get crushed. There we go. Where did Tails go? He was still in that room. It's funny to think of it as one massive room. Let's see, what if Sonic 3 was swapped? How so? Like, if Sonic 3 happened, or the levels in Sonic and Knuckles happened first? I don't know, I feel like it'd be maybe a weaker game? Only because it just feels like the natural progression you get with Sonic 3 to Sonic 3 and Knuckles levels, like, like, that progression feels more natural than something like Sonic 3, or Sonic and Knuckles, and then go to Sonic 3 levels. Also, you'd have it in the wrong order, in terms of, like, in terms of level layout, you'd have it in the wrong order, because you'd go from space to, you would go from, like, being in space to going to launch base. I feel like that'd be such a very odd change. So it just wouldn't work right. I don't know if that's what you're asking. Opinions on Sonic Rush? I haven't played it in a long time. I'd have to, like, replay it. I know I did a for the first time on it, but I feel like I feel like my opinion would change if I played it again. So whenever I inevitably play it again, you know, I'll be sure to let you know. There we go. I wanted the boss music. The boss music's pretty dope in this. Dang, I hit it 4 times instead of 5. Could have gotten extra life. Yeah. I mean, I have like, what, how many extra? I have like 44 lives. I think I'm pretty good on a life counter. And we're done. Well, okay, we're not exactly done. Yeah, the final boss music is so good. Why not 99? I don't really care. It's just a life counter. As long as I'm not at 1, I'm good. Just because this is like one of the games that I've played it so much that the life counter means almost nothing to me, except for like I make a mistake or two and then I'll have to like play through it again. Like I'm not like someone who leaked the game and got 12 game overs. I actually love when Aaron brought that up. I was like, oh, that guy is done. That person who leaked the game before it released, that was really funny. I miss when they could be that witty. Or just throwing shade. I mean, that was pretty good. So my thing is that I try to stay on the ground. Also, this game's killing my thumb. Maybe it's because I'm using the D-pad for like over 2 hours. Yeah, the less that I'm floating, the better. So I can just hopefully not die, but hit him right there. I used to have a method where I go all the way to the ceiling, and that's how I would win. But if you just use the ground, you're good. Like, my old method was like, stay on the ceiling. He'll eventually like drop his, like, when you get hit, you get knocked up. You get sent up in the air, so you were already on the ceiling. You could just kind of like nudge your way, force your way through and hit him. But as long as you just, you know, as long as he opens himself up, or technically, actually wait, I think that robot's a she. This one's Heavy Magician, right? Or is it Heavy King? Gotta be Magician. Now that it's Magician, I think. I don't remember their names. Anyways, for the robot, just try not to get hit a lot, and then for Eggman, just bop from the top, or if you miss. Genderless. No, I think there's actually a legitimate... I think they have... Well... Whatever. Scrap metal at this point. Why is Eggman weaker? Because he is a fool and he either messes with or creates robots that are stronger than him. It's always been a thing with the series. Always creates something stronger than him. Oh, it's King. Okay. Joseph, how's it going? Welcome. I mean, it's scrap metal now because I broke it. Just like all of that is scrap metal, too. You know, it's not being... It's just saying what they've become. Also, this is super compressed on the Switch. I've never noticed how compressed it looks on this. It might be my TV. I mean, it's like a 1080 on a 4K TV, so it doesn't look as great. Anyways, yeah. Did I know Sonic Mania was before Sonic Forces? I'm sure. I don't know if you're just joking or not. I literally made my channel weeks before Sonic Mania released. And then Sonic Forces released like in November of the same year. How did Little Planet get roboticized again? Time travel. It makes no sense. So yeah, that's Sonic Mania. But yeah, I guess if there are any last questions before we kind of just close things off. Didn't really feel like doing anything else after this. Yeah, I'm aware Sonic Forces was after Sonic Mania. It was like weeks. It was like, what, 3 months after? Wait, hold on. August, September, October, November. 3 months after, almost. It was more like 2.5 months or something. I don't know, somewhere around there. All right, and that's the full time. By the way, that was on a no save mode. Let's see. Watch the Bad Nick video. I haven't done a Bad Nick video. I'm actually working on a new one right now. I just haven't been able to finish the script for it. So I'll let you know when I do finish that. But I do have 2 videos that I do want to work on. One of them a short one that's almost done, and another one that's going to require a little bit of work. So hopefully I can release them within the next few days, just so that way there's content on the channel. Thank you, Chad. That's the question. I don't think you are a time traveler, but approximately when is Without Defeating a Badnik coming out? For Sonic Mania, it's whenever I decide I want to come back to the project. I just kind of needed time away from it because I was already so burnt out at the time, and that was in November. For the next video, sometime this month, or for the other video that I was mentioning, that I haven't said the name of the game, sometime this month. I'm working on it. It's I just need to finish up the script and get to do the voiceover, do some editing, and it'll be done. And it'll be out to channel members 3 days early, and then everybody else, you know, when it's usually going to be up on a weekend. Let's beat Lost World. Should the bad nick be called Bad Egg? Get it? I get it. Actually, it's funny, they refer to him as bad nicks in that game, when from like the classic games all the way to between the classics and Lost. I think it's between Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Lost World. They don't refer to him as bad nicks, but I'm just gonna call him bad nicks. It's easier. Am I allies with Garrulous64? Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. We used to collaborate a lot. I have ideas for bringing some friends in for videos. I don't think it's going to be for Without Defeating a Bad Nick, but maybe like some of the videos that I've had planned might bring them in. So who knows? You might see Garrulous in a new video. I just have to talk to him about it, or we have to plan it. So we'll see. If you want to make Sonic Mania Without Defeating a Bad Nick, pick Tails. I've already selected the character I'm playing as. Like, I've legitimately worked on the I've worked on the video for about a couple weeks. Controller busted, and then I just didn't want to make that video for a while. It's Sonic Adventure. It's not Sonic Adventure. So yeah, aside from that, I think that'll just about do it. I don't really have anything else I want to do. And it's getting a little late in the day. So, oh man. Oh yeah, Heidi. No. Wrong one. Yeah, I want to thank you all for coming by. I am very shocked that I'm shocked that, you know, the stream was like very, I wouldn't say low on viewers, because I'm happy with what I get. It's just, I guess because my channel's been so inactive in the past couple of weeks. You made a Sonic Adventure without defeating a bad nick. I think I might know how that may have gone. Like, there are some games where like I know so much about the game that I'll have an idea of how it's gonna go, which is why there's certain ones I don't make. So, not sure. But yeah, it's like some of them I'll know the game well enough. It's like, yeah, okay, I think I know the answer preemptively. Like Sonic CD, I knew the answer already. That was like an easy one. It was just, it was one of the, it's those things where it's like, what's the point of making the video? It's like more about the journey than the destination. Anybody can make a post and say, yeah, it's doable, or no, it's not doable, and then they list off the reason. But I think making a video where it's like just the way of the journey of getting there is more interesting than the end result. Any new videos soon? Let's see. I have a Mario video that I was supposed to release yesterday, but the video project became big enough to where it's like I need more time on it. The finale of Sonic 3D Blast that I streamed last year, so there's like I did like a highlights thing. The finale of that's gonna come out soon. I just have to finish some little visual stuff on it, and it'll be done. The Sonic Racing retrospective or marathon, it's gonna be starting soon. I need to finish recording Sonic Drift 2. I'm currently not having fun with that. And then I'll write the script for it and then get the video up and going, because I want to get the Sonic R already. I want to review that game. I probably don't have a lot different that I want to say. I just want to talk about it because I like that game. So, spoiler for that video. So yeah, there's a lot that I want to get started on, but I gotta pace myself. Otherwise, I'm gonna start way too many videos without getting anywhere. So yeah, I think that'll just about do it. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for coming by. I don't know when I'm going to stream on YouTube again. I feel like streaming on YouTube for me is kind of like mixed. Like, I'm so mixed on streaming on YouTube, but I've been hearing about like the things they're doing to entice Twitch streamers to come on over to this platform. So we'll see how that goes. But if you do want to catch up with other streams, I do have a Twitch TV page. The link is in the description. I stream up to 3 days a week on there, with Saturday streams being reserved for Sonic the Hedgehog. And then I do a bunch of variety stuff throughout the rest of the week. So, yeah. Do I like Rise Star? I've never played it before. I would like to. Maybe one day I'll just sit down and play it. But yeah, I've never played it before. But yeah, if you want to keep up to date on stuff, I have a Twitter account. I have my Sonic Amino, which I don't really update as much, but I'm planning on updating that again. And I have my Discord server, which is in the description. I will note that you do need to be of age to use it. So the age of the ability, not age of majority, because I think that's like 18 in the US. It says like 13 plus, but there's like a age thing that's posted in for Discord. It's like depending on the region you're in, you have to be a specific age. So I have those places available. If you want to see stupid cringy videos that I'm posting, TikTok. I know people cringe with TikTok, so I'm just joining the cringe. Nah, it's just little silly stuff that I post. Sometimes I post like clips of streams, like highlights of them. So yeah, I do that there too. Anyways, aside from that, I'll see you all for if any of you do plan on coming over to the Twitch streams. First off, always welcome to come by. I don't mind having a lot of people there. I don't mind having a little bit of people there. I always like streaming there because it's more of a relaxing thing, as opposed like kind of like a stream like this where I could just sit, relax, and not try to be at high energy because I don't want to. Or some days I am high energy. It just depends on how my mood is. Plus, I get to show off some of the games I love to play, and I get to experience games that I might have never played before. I played Bug Fables for the first time, and I loved it. Did not enjoy the hard mode though, so I had to like scale that back. I had to dial that back to normal. I'm in the middle of a Mario 3D World playthrough for trying to get the Champions Road. And then I have a couple of other games that I'm playing. I have to like really work on finishing stuff. So yeah. Anyway, it's kind of drawing out the ending, so I'll leave it off here. This stream's probably going to be an unlisted thing, so there'll be a playlist if anyone ever does want to come back to the stream. So it'll be in there. That said, have a good one. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. I'll see you next time.